Okay, guys, so once again, we have another matter that's quite hot right now in the media, which relates to a church and a mission. And yeah, so it was a bad missionary, was founded in 1970 by a guy called Erlo Stegen.
Into yokuqala engayizwayo ukuthi kwangathi nabakwaZulu bangakuthola lokho engikutholile nami. Angazi ngasizathu sini mhlawumbe ngenxa yokuthi besihleli nabo sisebenza nabo ngoba uJesu wathi qalani eJerusalema kwaba iJerusalem lami lelo ukuba ngiqale khona ekhaya. Ngisakhumbula intshumayelo yami yokuqala igazi likaJesu likuphi nendawo kuwe lisenhlizweni lisebenza khona hlanza inhliziyo noma liphansi kwesithende sezinyawo zakho uyalinyathela yini ngenyawo zakho. Baqhubeka-ke kanjalo kube khona abantu abaningi abayinikelayo ngesikhathi mhlawumbe 300 400 abantu kodwa emva kwamasonto 3 sekuphele konke futhi.
Right. Last week I shared a video on my channel about Christianity and how Christianity actually came to Africa, and just to actually give you guys kind of an idea as to how this notion of Christianity actually entered into our society. So here we have a mission that was formed in 1970, very early days. I'll load the video on after what I'm saying right here, and you will see basically how the church started. When this man came into the society, Black people didn't actually know what Christianity was, what faith was, and he came into the community, he started preaching, white man, and he opened up a mission, and today it's called Kwasizabantu mission. Whilst he established his mission, same time, he then obviously acquired a piece of land. I don't know how, if it's our land, if it's their land, if he bought it, if he didn't, if he just took it. It was back then, but these are all of the things that we'll soon get to. So white man occupies this piece of land and he's like, fine, let's start farming, batata, your cabbage, your whatever, veggies and stuff like that. Fast forward years later, he lands himself a contract with Woolworths, lands himself a contract with ShopRite and Checkers to supply them with fresh fruits and vegetables, right? So Kwasizabantu has been in the media because of what? People that were, so at the same time, it's a mission, so they have a lot of homeless people or homeless children that they take in on a yearly basis. They have different feeding schemes and different programs for homeless people. So now basically one of the ladies, a lady called Mariki Bothma, a white lady, she's now spoken out, and she's working with E-News and ENCA to expose the corruption and expose the sexual abuse that's been happening for many years at this specific moment.
Yes, it's been years and years of trying to talk about the reality and the truth about Kwasizabantu mission. I, having moved to Kwasizabantu personally at the age of 2 in 1986 with my adopted family, and the abuse had already been at a very high peak by that time. When we talk about abuse comes in many forms. It could be physical, mental, emotional. I was one of the victims of the sexual abuse. I was one of the victims of the mental abuse. Kwasizabantu didn't even give me the opportunity as a young girl, as a child, to be a child. I had to work on the farm, and not just that, they took me out of school halfway through grade 7, standard 5. They never allowed me an education. I had to be a slave because I was one of the unwanted children that were not born on the premises.
Now, it's so funny, guys, because the leadership of this mission are all white. Abelungu, Amapunu. You're like, wait. And they've been sexually abusing people, making people work on their farms for free. Actually, as slaves, let me put it like that. From 1970 till today, working on these, because why? We feed you. We give you a roof over your head, so we're not going to pay you R5.50. Instead, you're just going to come work here. Despite the fact that they are generating an income and generating a profit from what they are selling to Woolworths and Checkers and Shoprite. Now, this is fundamentally wrong. And this is the issue with all these NPOs, these NGOs that are registered in the name of God and Jesus Christ. Bashayi mali. Classic money laundering, classic violation of human rights, of human rights and labor laws. And honestly speaking, it comes as no surprise from my side. It comes as no surprise because this is but for one. This specific mission owns 30 pieces of different land in South Africa, guys. The one in KwaMaphumulo in KZN is but for one. But for one. Right? And on these pieces of land, they've been making black people, white people, everybody who is poor, basically in South Africa, who wants help, who wants some assistance to come and work on this farm, on these farms for free, so that they can generate profits from their sales. Right? This lady goes on so far as saying that at the age of 9, she had people sticking fingers up her vagina to check if she's a virgin. Like, guys, like, what is that? Like, that is disgusting. And these are men of God, or men of God. It's disgusting, honestly speaking. And if there is a different conversation, if there is a God, you're definitely not going to heaven. None of those people in that leadership of that mission are actually going to heaven. And I'm so glad that the story is picked up. And I'm so glad that ShopRite, Checkers, and Woolworths have all withdrawn supplies. And I hope it's going to last. I hope it's not just now until the heat dies. But they basically said they will not be buying any more fruits or vegetables from these guys anymore up until these allegations are cleared. They will not be cleared. This has been happening since 1970. We are sitting in 2020 now.